Also, I want to put this out here because kind of what I want to happen at the dinner. Think of a heist, all right? You guys are going to try to steal these fucking dragon bones. We'll put it that way, and that's what I'll leave it at. Above the paneling, the walls are painted with murals of religious symbols performing holy rites. In the center of the west wall is a tattered curtain hanging open into a doorway. 3 slender, stained glass windows set in the opposite wall depict figures in white robes and orange sunrises behind their heads.
Much more interesting than this latrine.
I will use message and point at Godwin and be like, hey, what are these windows about?
Who's in my head?
Oh, it is I, Albert Pentros. I apologize. I'm using magic to speak with you.
What? Oh, God. What do you mean? The chapel windows up top? Slumped at the throne is a gaunt, armored figure with one gauntlet wrapped around the hilt of a great sword.
Vladimir, is that you?
Vladimir?
Give me a second.
I know a few of you have a hard-on for the mausoleum, so do what you will.
I do love a good mausoleum journey.
The antithesis of so many other games.
Let's go into the mausoleum!
Nothing bad could happen.
Never.
Nothing bad, only good.
Quickly turn your head and look back up to the bedroom that you were up in the 3rd floor. And you see the shadow of like a well-dressed man with a thick mane observe you from that high tower, and then he draws the curtain and he disappears.
E Bapef is now visibly a little freaked out and is going to rejoin, or at least start heading back to rejoin the party. I saw something in the windows, and it was very creepy and ominous. Having seen the curtain wave a little bit, I lean back to the party and I'm like, I can't help but feel that there might be something in this. Would anybody like to help me check it out?
Sure.
I'll join you.
Awesome. Yeah, so there's 2 tarnished silver-plated gargoyles shaped like dragon wormlings. They're clinging to the stone-tiled roof and on the side there. An 8-foot-tall, 4-foot-wide white marble door set into the southwest wall is engraved with the name Argynvostholt on it.
Can I take a look at Albert's note and compare it to the writing on the wall to see if it's
Absolutely.
compares?
It looks nothing like it.
I think the bard was going to go first. We'll allow the bard to roll his sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Give me a shot, lads. I start drawing with a full fist around my crayon.
I want to grab my blood spear and I'm gonna chuck it at the assassin.
Hey, barbarian.
Jesus Christ.
I see bad guys. I'm killing bad guys.
Hey, let him do it. Let the man cook.
I mean, if you
His character.
if you want to go ahead and let it rip, go for it.
Okay. Well, sure. I'll just do.
I don't think that's going to work.
If you want to do it, I will allow you to do it. That is awesome.
I kind of want to try it. Yeah. Chalo, calm down. And I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Chalo, I need a DC 15 Wisdom.
So tell me, Elzeiros, how does this happen, and how do you talk these people off the ledge?
You know what? We're gonna go with more honesty. Look, like we do kill people, but our barbarian friend is kind of taking that to an extreme. We kill bad people. I think you scared him.
As you look over clearly the leader here, you begin to get an icy shiver down your spine. You recognize the clothes. You recognize the ears as well. You've definitely met this man before you came into Barovia.
I cast Fireball.
Still in the manner here at Argynvostholt. We are in the study in this case, where we just got done going through a slash picture which resembled a beacon being lit at the top of the tower, which you saw on top of the roof here in this case. You're all standing around in this room, dust-covered cobwebs. You've fixed that painting. It gives that silver shimmery light. What do you all want to do? And do you have any questions before we get started?
Do we want to try to find Vladimir? And do we also want to try to go to the basement of this place?
There's plenty of stuff for us to look for, so I'm thinking we pick a direction and just start heading there. We also have the entire other side of the mansion that we haven't looked at.
Yeah.
I keep seeing you light up like you want to say something. Miles, are you trying to say something, or is that just your talk?
Who? Me?
Yeah, you're.
I was feeding my dog.
Oh, okay.
We're just I'm doing something here real quick, just to kind of give you an idea of what you have looked at. We'll say. So give me 1 second here while you all are talking.
What were you saying, Chalo?
I think there's only, if I remember correctly, there's only so much we can do at the moment here, because we're gonna have to come back.
So we need to either get the bones from Strahd's house or something to lay them to rest here to get the assistance of the dragon.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of dreams, if you guys remember.
Yeah. I also have a feeling that those bones are going to be kind of like the key to unlocking whatever's in the card.
Yeah, so going to Strahd's is going to be interesting. I have a couple tools that might allow me to sneak off, but I don't think I'm going to be able to carry a dragon's head on my own. It's the size of a person from what I saw in my dream. But I may just need the little artifact that I saw off of it, so it's hard to say.
One has a scroll of a teleportation circle by any chance, do they?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, negatory on that, but that would be hella nice.
You guys are looking at the map here. This is what you have explored up top on the roof, but this is what you have explored on the second floor here.
So that tower on the east direction is what was shooting arrows from us, or spectral arrows?
Correct, and this is where you guys came up out of the stairs there.
Okay. So there is still
we can go
3 more towers. Is that big tower? Is that the one that reigns taller than everything else?
Yeah, this sticks up like 30-40 feet above the roof here, and the roof is already 40 foot off the ground.
And where are we exactly right now? We're in that room?
Yep, this is where you guys put together the painting, and you saw the looted chests and broken pottery and things of that nature, and the bare shelves with these old bookcases and things of that nature.
So am I correct in looking that there's 2 doors currently unopened in the room that we're at?
So you guys have opened this door. You've opened this door. You've walked into here. This is just a window area.
Okay.
If you remember, for this area here, rich drapes faded by time and neglect hide windows of an otherwise empty room. And it's just a giant open room with windows here. So, maybe big enough for something to sleep at.
Is it stained glass? Is there any iconography in here, or is it just plain windows and stone?
Just the plain windows and really rich drapes. So, quite large and lustrous, a deeper silver purple as well. Just drapes and open windows.
Well, gentlemen, do we want to continue looking for Vladimir? Continue inspecting a bit of this before we head back to town? What time of day is it?
Yeah, we're still pretty early on in the day here. Say, 11 o'clock. You guys woke up early. You had your tussle with the face spiders and Miles murdered a potentially innocent man, maybe not. But yeah, or elf, excuse me.
Can you pull up the world map?
The world map. You're taking a look at the world map. Got it.
I just want to know how far away we're from the witch that's at the ruins.
I don't think we have
Very
enough
far.
time to go fuck with the witch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we're not.
Yeah, you are here. These are straight drops and cliffs and things like that. So you would have to go all the way back out and around, down through here, and all that. And it's not really a road.
Where's Strahd's Manor? Is that right here?
Yes,
That is Strahd's Manor, yep.
Asshole.
So it took us
Asshole
about-
mob.
It took us about 2-3 hours to get down here from Vallaki.
Probably going to
So
take us the
going
better
off
part
that
of a
math,
half
it's
a
probably
day.
going to take us 9 hours total to get to Strahd's Manor, or about so. Did we tell
I
Von
wouldn't
Richten?
worry about having to go to Strahd's Manor. I'll just put that out there for you all.
See, that's what we were kind of worried about.
Oh,
So, if he's going to teleport us, did we say we were going to meet Von Richten at the tower again? Or did we say we were going to meet him in town?
I believe
At
it
the- at his
was
tower.
in
At his
the
tower.
if we found anything to report, right?
No, we were
'cause
going to give him
gonna
the
drop
the
the
book.
book for him
Yeah.
to hold.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we got to go there. Give him the book. Hopefully, we have some.
So this is what I would suggest. Let's finish looking at this establishment. Let's go to the tower, and hopefully Von Richten's there. If Von Richten is there, we can read through another chapter of the book real quick. Go rest at Vallaki, and then because I don't want, if Strahd's going to teleport us to his manor, I don't want to be anywhere near that tower when that time approaches, right?
It won't be teleportation.
I still don't want to be by that tower if he sends us.
I
dudes to
gotcha.
get
I'm
us or
just
whatever,
letting you
but I
know
gotcha.
it's not
Yeah,
going to be
but-
teleportation. I don't want to set the
Okay.
wrong expectations. I
That
won't
being
do
said,
shit.
being as the tower is out of his sight, that would be an interesting predicament if we were to just stay at the tower. Not that we would want to do that, but
Is the tower out of his sight, or can he just not read the creatures that are inside of the tower? Is what I will say.
Not that we would do that, but. So, that being said, we have 3 directions to head in here. Towards the towers that had the ethereal archers, or back to the other side of the mansion, or out back.
I'd say let's get as much as we can out of inside this building. If everybody's good with that, feel free to speak your piece. And then we start heading towards Von Richten's tower to meet up with him, possibly read a chapter of the book, and then drop the book off with him.
Sounds good to me.
That works.
Does anybody else? Opposition is welcome here. Tell me what the fuck you guys want to do.
Yeah, we have time. I'd like to see if we can get into the mausoleum.
Remember, we are going to be returning here if we get the dragon head, specifically to the mausoleum.
Or perhaps the highest tower.
Hmm.
Not exactly sure where the bones belong yet.
Also, I want to put this out here because kind of what I want to happen at the dinner. Think of a heist, all right? You guys are going to try to steal these fucking dragon bones. We'll put it that way, and that's what I'll leave it at.
That's what I was thinking it was going to have to be.
Is it?
Here, y'all.
I know you may not say it, but is it feasible for us to steal a dragon skull the size of a
Absolutely,
human being?
especially with your little fucking halfling friend.
Let's fucking go.
It's Chalo time.
Fucking
We are
go.
100% putting the dragon skull on his head and having him sprint down the street.
Well,
And
there's
that-
clues in the dreams that I gave pretty much one thing that goes all the way through all of them. So I'll leave you to figure that out. And again, they're supposed to be vague. They're not supposed to tell you a full picture. It's all your conjecture. So, if we're trying to find a through line or something like that, they might be there, or it might just be misdirection.
All right, so
But I have
right
given.
now.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, but I have given a little bit of advice to one of you. So,
And again, if you guys want to think tank throughout the week, use party chat, and we can not meta, but we can still compare dreams and stuff because our time in game is limited. But I think as for now, we want to look for any doors that have been unopened and try to keep searching for what's the guy's name? Vladimir, if
Vladimir.
possible.
So if you'll recall, in the hallway just south of where you're at, you did kind of crack open a door. You at least busted one of the things in, and you did see a group of revenants just sitting around a table. Only one of them spoke to you, but you do see that, again, south of the hallway that's south of you, there's a bunch of debris and things like that, and it looks like there's broken rooms that you can go explore if you would like.
That would be one way to head to the other side of the manor as well, if we can make it through there. And not have to go all the way down.
Chalo, you want to hit 4-wheel drive on us?
Yeah. Where are we?
You guys are technically, let me just get my little pointer out here. You guys are right in here.
All right. Yeah, let's. I want to go out the hallway.
Awesome. So you guys open the door. Again, you're in this rubble-strewn hallway. It looks like parts of the walls are also missing, and there's a giant hole in the ceiling above you. It's 20-foot diameter. You can see up to the covering where you guys were up on top of the roof. What do you want to do?
Can we tell what's over on this side?
I mean, it's from what you can see right now, it is rubble, it's strewn, you see 2 broken walls, you can clearly see into one room where you're at, like this area here, but over here, right, you see what you can see essentially at this point.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we want to just go back down the stairs and finish exploring the rest of the castle.
So you guys want to go back down the stairs to the other floor?
You guys want to go try to traverse this rubble and see if there's anything maybe worth salvaging?
I wanted to see if there was can we see a possible route through
Oh,
this?
you can absolutely try to climb over all
Right.
this shit, guys.
Yeah,
it's
it's not a
not an
wall.
impassable object. Yeah. You see just rubble. Like there's good piles of it, but it's not like it's gonna fucking stop you.
It's not like to the ceiling.
No, there's a hole in
There's
the
a
roof you
hole
can
like
see.
somebody shot a laser beam into the whole building.
Yeah.
I'd like, can I do, whether it's investigation or perception, I would like to see if it appears that this area has been traveled recently.
Yeah, let's go ahead and give me an investigation check.
That is a 15.
15. Yeah, as you take a look around, it doesn't seem like much has been disturbed in this area. It is dusty, it's old, and again, we've got pieces of cracked rafters and things like that. There's no footsteps or anything that have been just disturbed up here.
Well, if
Besides
this
your
area
own.
has been lying in waste for a while, there's potential for us to maybe scavenge some shit that they had stored here.
And if it hasn't collapsed already from structural damage, I assume as long as we don't go knocking anything around, it'll be quite sturdy.
Chalo, would you mind leading the way over this debris?
Yeah, I want to start climbing on this pile of debris.
Awesome. Go ahead, and as you guys all continue to roll over this debris, would like let's go with an athletics check from everybody. All right, everybody but Albert and Elzeiros makes it over the rubble unscathed in this case, and
Poor
then
Albert, he falls through the hole
Yeah.
or some shit.
That's
Albert,
a
you
nat
just
one, by the way.
yeah, I gotcha. So Albert, you're gonna go ahead and take some damage here, as you can see. That should have gone to everyone. You're gonna take 1d6 bludgeoning damage, but it's 3. And Elzeiros, you just stop before you start. So if you guys want to go ahead and give me another roll, those who failed.
Let me see. You want athletics, right?
Yes.
18.
Awesome. And so you guys are crawling over into this room here, right, where I just erased. Is that kind of what I'm understanding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Give me 1 second. Yeah, you both made it this time. Elzeiros, for being such a nimble hunter. We'll just say, come on, man.
I'm distracted.
Yeah, exactly. So as you all crawl over this rubble, you come into what seems to be a ruined bathroom. The room is tiled floor, an iron bathtub that's just filled with these broken rafters and things, and a torn curtain hangs open in the doorway to your east here. And it just kind of puts, you can kind of see through there in that case.
Do you have a sense for what this room's purpose was before it got destroyed?
It's a bath.
Okay.
Bapef sees this and says, well, that's a complete waste of space. And starts looking towards the other pile of rubble.
Gotcha. So looking to the west then in this case. Awesome. Yeah, this rubble's piled a little bit higher. You can't quite see into the room across the way. You just know there's a room across the way.
No, I want to start scaling.
Awesome. But before you guys leave that room, you look to the right in that gallery that where the curtain hangs to the east there. This room has dark wood paneling. The wall rises to a height of about 3 feet. Above the paneling, the walls are painted with murals of religious symbols performing holy rites. In the center of the west wall is a tattered curtain hanging open into a doorway. 3 slender stained glass windows set in the opposite wall depict figures in white robes and orange sunrises behind their heads.
Much more interesting than this latrine.
Yeah, I would like to kind of see what the glass windows are portraying.
Awesome. Go ahead and give me a religion check. Yeah, so as you take a look over these 3, you can make out one of them. It's the Morning Lord, the one that your late friend prayed to every morning.
What was his name? Almater? Something along those lines? Ilmater?
Is Ilmater?
Oh,
Ilmater's not
no,
the-
Elmarter's not the Morning Lord, but he prayed to the chapel that the Morning Lord has been at multiple times in Barovia, excuse me.
Yeah. The left hand.
Oh, so this is the chapel of Barovia. Okay.
Or the Lord, or the god, the deity that has been depicted in the chapels all over Barovia, yes.
Okay. Look at this, fellows. It's the Morning Lord.
Who the hell is the morning Lord?
I can't make out the other 2. Does anybody else want to try to see what this is depicting?
I'll take a look at it.
Sick religious skills.
Is
Gotta
our
roll for
paladin
religion.
with us? Or is he asleep again?
Never mind.
Your paladin is caught in a liminal space. Awesome. So Bazzlo, you can make out another one of these. It reminds you of the chapel in Vallaki that you would all have just found. So if you can remember what that chapel in Vallaki was for, other than the Morning Lord.
This reminds me of the chapel if I remember correctly, there was
A specific saint.
A specific saint.
They had the bones there to keep the ground hallowed.
That's what I remember, is the bones and it being a place of power.
And who was that saint? Their bones.
Let me look at the notes.
Saint named.
That was so long ago.
Saint Andrel. It was Saint Andrel.
Oh.
It was the chapel of Saint Andrel. Those were his bones. God damn it.
Game time, that was like 5 days ago, but in real life.
Yeah, that was probably, 10 sessions ago?
4 months ago.
This reminds me of St. Andrew's from the chapel.
I'd like to do just a general arcana check to see if there's anything magical in this room.
I guess my question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why would something that was at that chapel also be at this tower? What does it mean? What's the connection?
That's what I've been wondering too. Maybe it's
Perhaps
worth
that was
asking
the
when we go back to town.
religion of this place before it was corrupted.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
You said
Okay.
after I rolled an arcana check, and then you didn't say anything.
Okay, weird. So as you do your little wizarding thing here, and begin to whip around, you can't feel quite any magical power here. None of the weave touches any of these, but they are pretty.
These certainly are well-worked glass. It sounds like you changed Mike's mic.
Sounds like a fun
Yeah,
mic.
I'm trying to figure it out, guys.
Are there any more paintings in here?
There's one more stained glass thing.
Yeah, one more stained glass, but no other paintings.
I'd like to take a crack at it.
Religion. Okay. Yeah, I'm having some technical difficulties. Give me 1 second.
Go for it.
But it is of Saint Markovia, someone that I don't believe you have come across just yet. Maybe you have in passing. I can't remember. Hello?
Oh,
Yep.
We're here.
Okay.
Saint Markovia.
Yep. My mouse isn't working. This is
We might
No
be able to
problem.
get answers as to why or what these murals are doing in this particular building by asking the father at the chapel.
We could do that. We could potentially ask Vladimir.
Or
We
Rictavio.
we could ask Rictavio. We could go back and try to meet with Godwin. DM, does the room go any deeper, or does it stop at the end of the 3 windows?
Yeah, so as you take an approach towards those windows, you look down below and you see the chapel, and you also see your good friend Sir Godfrey chained where he was at.
Oh,
maybe we
Should
can
I
ask
just yell at
Godfrey.
our boy? Does it look like the reverends have been resurrected?
Yeah, as you look down there, you don't see any revenants anywhere.
ooh, that's not a good sign. Do you think we could shout down to him?
We don't need to shout. I will use message, and point at Godwin and be like, "Hey, what are these windows about?"
Who's in my head?
Oh, it is I, Albert Pentros. I apologize. I'm using magic to speak with you.
What? Oh, God. What do you mean? The chapel windows up top?
Yes, I see the Morning Lord. I see Saint Andrew and Saint
Markovia.
Markovia. Were these the deities of this illustrious building?
So each one of those represents the three churches that are in Barovia. St. Andrew's in Valaki, the Morning Lord in the Chapel of the Morning Lord in the city of Barovia, and St. Markovia is the chapel or the abbey in Kresik. But that's all. Goodbye.
Okay, we've been unable to find Vladimir. We're still looking for him. Thank you.
What do you say?
It's the three churches of Barovia, basically. Yeah.
I guess there's no
he was-
significance. Maybe it's just where they prayed.
Yeah. So is this room pretty much tapped out, boss?
Yep.
I think
It gives you some information there with the St. Markovia. Just a heads up.
Kresik.
The Abbey in Kresik.
That is worth noting that all the people before Strahd were worshipping this deity, and they're spread out across the land. I'm assuming each one has something to be learned.
Give me a history check, Ben.
History. Oof, 5.
Oof. Yeah, it's the different churches and all of the things around the Argynvostholt swirl through your head and just comes out blank at the end. You almost had something.
I was getting a clue there. A raging clue.
Oh. Where's the clue?
Well,
Was that an out of character joke I heard?
No, that's Bazzlo's silly voice.
Bazzlo has traveled far
no.
and wide and heard many jokes.
I was meaning Ben, not Bazzlo this time.
Sad.
Well, fellas, I think this area is tapped out. Do we want to try to get over some more of this wreckage, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
Start climbing.
Try to find.
Awesome. Everybody
Vladimir.
give me an athletics check.
We're going west.
Yep,
Right.
you guys are heading west through there, I would imagine.
Natty 20. Albert floats over the wreckage.
Yeah, there you go. E Bapef. We need one L.
You just get advantage on athletics,
Yes, sir.
even if you're not raging?
Yes, sir.
I think that's a
Sick,
half
dog.
thing.
Even if you have a raging clue.
All right, we're just gonna
Now
say
you're
you will
taking damage.
pass. Perfect. So as you all enter this room, the west wall of this 50-foot long, 30-foot wide audience chamber has crumbled, leaving a gaping hole in a pile of rubble. Weapons and shields that once hung across these walls have fallen to the ground and they're just rusted to shit. A large wooden throne carved to resemble a dragon with unfolding wings faces 3 tall windows to the west. Slumped at the throne is a gaunt, armored figure with one gauntlet wrapped around the hilt of a great sword.
Do I
Vladimir,
take
is
this
that
to be
you?
Vladimir?
The creature's grip as you begin to speak on the great sword tightens. If you have come to destroy me, know this. I've perished defending this land from evil over 4 centuries ago. And because of my failure, I am forever doomed. If you destroy my body, my spirit will find a new corpse to inhabit, and I will hunt you down. You cannot free me from my damnation, nor would I wish it. If you have come to free this land from the creature that feasts on the blood of the innocent, know this. There is no monster I hate more than Strahd. He slew Argynvostholt, broke the life of the knight I loved, and destroyed the valiant order to which I devoted my life. But Strahd has died once. He cannot be allowed to die again. Instead, he must suffer eternally in hell of his own creation, from which he can never escape. Whatever can be done to bring him misery and unrest, I will do, but I will destroy anyone who tries to end his torment.
Well, we spoke with Godfrey, and he told us as much about the souls leaving, that they will return, that all the souls here are trapped. So I can assure you, good Vladimir, we have no intent to try to destroy you.
What do you mean, Godfrey?
Godwin. I'm sorry, my friend is mistaken and silly.
It is Godfrey.
What do you mean?
Down in the chapel.
Your former ally?
What? Why are you here?
We want to torment Strahd.
A fine way to do it. I agree with that, but still, why are you here?
We were brought here by Strahd against our will, and now we want to make it our life's missions to make his life as uncomfortable as possible.
My wizard friend is understating our quest. We are going to kill him.
No.
Why? If you wish
Elzeiros.
to kill him, and you see him, his fist tighten around the sword and begin to stand.
We picked this guy up on our travels. We don't agree with his ways, but we have no intention to cause him harm other than making him miserable, for he has made us miserable.
Go ahead and give me a deception check, Mr. Bard.
Yeah.
Go Bard. Please do a Bard thing.
You give me someone give me an insight check. Well, actually, Bazzlo, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Okay, that's the best thing I can do.
I don't know why. All right, so as you speak the words, you see his grip tighten on his great sword, and he begins to sit down. As you see him sit, he looks back up at you, and he he doesn't recognize any of you.
It appears as though he's not completely here, if you catch my meaning.
Can you hear us right now? Can you hear us, Vlad?
Why are you here?
We are here because we would like to return your dragon's skull to your castle. What say you?
For soul? Who do you speak of?
His skull, the dragon's skull that used to guard this tower.
His skull. Argynvostholt, yes.
Argynvostholt, my apology.
Why are you here?
Oh gosh, I can't really remember why we're here. We're just...
Well, we're trapped here in Barovia.
I think he means the castle.
Yeah. Well, we're not... Yeah. But that's why we're here. We're just looking around in Barovia, trying to figure out a way to get out of here, to be honest.
Understand. Again, do not end his suffering.
Yeah. If anything, we intend to make it worse. Do you know anything about how we might make his suffering worse?
Give me an insight check again, Ben. Or you give me an insight check. Awesome. So again, as you begin speaking to Vladimir, his hands just tapping on his greatsword. As you ask him questions, like flashes of recognition come to him and then quickly leave. It doesn't seem like he's completely all there. So maybe that line of questioning isn't necessarily the best.
Well, gentlemen, I believe if he's to respond to us, it's only going to be certain things. He's not quite all there.
Do you think we could ask him how we could get access to the high tower, the one where the archers are?
It's worth a shot. Just
Vladimir.
don't say what Elzeiros said. That was a bad idea.
I should look back at
Elzeiros almost getting the party fucking TPK'd, literally.
I am honest, okay? Don't hold that against me.
You can hold your honesty behind your tongue there, Els. Just let us do the talking, please.
I think I have learned my lesson.
Great Vladimir, we seek access to your highest tower, and there are archers pointed at us.
The spirits of my order protect the highest peak, or the highest keep.
Seeing as how you are the same enemy of our enemy, I see that it could make us allies.
I wish for him to suffer, and he is suffering as it now. Do not consider us allies in that.
What are you protecting in the tower? No.
Yeah, he's not answering.
Well, I don't think that worked, lads. What do you want to ask him?
Vladimir, is there anything to do with the different saints of this land and your house in particular having anything to do with each other?
We were a knight of religious paladins in this order. Do you think there might be some kind of iconography that would relate all of the chapels to us?
Saint Markovia, by chance?
The Abbey in Krezik?
Yes.
What about it?
I don't know. I guess what's the significance of Saint Markovia?
It's an abbey. If you wish to understand, go to Krezik.
Oh, okay.
Who has the highest perception? Bapef, with your perception, taking a look over for this man, you see a little icon, into his, what's left of his armor.
Yeah, I want to take a closer look at that without actually getting any closer to him. I don't want to piss him off.
Yeah, you see what seems to be a little icon of a raven pinned to his chest.
Oh. Your crest there, Vladimir. What is the origins of that crest?
This was taken from himself. This amulet. But you not need know more than that.
Lost in sauce.
And just to give this to you, it's in the symbol of like a blazing sun with some raven iconography on the back, and I'll just go ahead and post this into the channel for you.
Yeah, I'm putting that together. I just don't know the significance of it.
Vladimir, hello. I am Albert Pentros. Might I ask you what you mean when you say Strahd is doomed to suffer here for all of eternity?
He made a pact, and he cannot leave this land.
Who did he make this pact with?
Those under the temple.
We have heard about this temple, and we have been warned not to go there. Could you expand on what's at the temple? Or who's at the temple?
I will not speak it as to tempt you. There's powers beyond your control and mine.
Albert, I'm starting to think that the chapel's the evil power and the power that is currently or was protecting this land, and then the power that is currently in control of this land might have something to do with this. That one got the edge over the other. Something to do with the Morning Lord. Although exactly what the nature of it is, I'm not quite sure yet.
Well, is there anything you could tell us to help us make Strahd's life more miserable? Or you're happy with the current state of affairs?
He looks up at you and then seems to just kind of go limp and sit back into his chair.
He
Seems
did
like
that
he's
when I asked him as well.
receded back into his seat.
Vladimir, does your hate of Strahd trump your desire to see Barovia be whole once again?
Doesn't answer you.
Oh, I've got a better question. Perhaps, Chalo. Vladimir, are you aware that it is even possible for Barovia to be whole once again?
And again, he slumps back into his chair. He's slumped back, and he doesn't seem to respond to any more of your questions.
Does he seem like catatonic in this state, or like he's still paying attention?
I don't like speak with the dead. He's probably just.
He's just not moving. He besides tapping his fingers on his greatsword. Other than that, seems his head's face down, and he just seems to be away.
Is there anything we could do to help you, Vladimir?
Still, again, he has just receded.
Well, it appears he gave us the information with no price.
Perhaps if we can manage to return with the bones and lay them to rest, we might get a different version of him. At least now we know where he is.
I don't know if there's much more we can do here. Or we're just not asking the right questions.
That being said, if we're returning, we might know the right question to ask when we come back.
That's true.
Well, gentlemen, does that check him off the list?
I think so. A bit underwhelming, seeing as some sort of key that we don't have.
I at least figured he'd be as lively as Godfrey. He seems all but barely here.
Go ahead and give me a history check, E Bapef.
Asking why we're here.
Yeah. So as you look upon this creature, if you will, something about revenants come to mind. They're here for specifically one reason, and that's revenge, and to seek out revenge. They're really husks of what they used to be. They're essentially just vessels for vengeance in general. So, revenants aren't typically the most talkative bunch, and they're all but essentially gone from, what they once were alive.
And that being
If that's his
said,
purpose for being here, it's kind of weird that he didn't have a response when I asked him how we could torment Strahd.
well,
Unless that's not his true purpose.
Godfrey said it was their charge that was keeping them here to protect the house. It might be that Vladimir had some other motive, but what was greater than that was just his charge. His vengeance in that regard might have been after he was slain.
And Zack, if he says that he's captured Strahd in his own personal hell, what can you help him with is kind of the thought there.
I mean, hell could always get worse, but yeah, I gotcha.
Speaking of which, the revenants downstairs has moved. I'd hate to see what would happen if they met up with us while Vladimir is here as well.
No, the revenants are just not there. They're dead. They're still on the ground. They're still there.
I thought you meant they got up and walked
they're
off.
Not good. No. Their bodies are still laying limp there. You're good. They just despawned, to put it into video game terms for all you gamers.
Well, do we wish to check out the rest of the house and then head to Rictavio's tower?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Awesome. As you all finish talking with Godfrey in the room here, or not Godfrey, Vladimir, two secret passages end up just opening up here, leading you to be able to go back into the hallways.
So there's one to the south that we haven't looked at yet?
Yeah, so both of these go back into the hallways. The southern one where you haven't gone, but it also opens into the northern one here. Doors
Gentlemen,
that you previously hadn't seen.
It appears there's a door to our south, and I don't believe we've explored that area yet. Would you guys care to take a look at it?
I'm going to, just in case here, hang out in this room and watch Vladimir, see if he does anything as we walk through the doors. I'll just stay right here.
Yeah, so as you guys come into this southern hallway, much cleaner than the other one. The doors still continue to stand open as everybody else walks through, and nothing happens in the room here.
Well, he seemed unbothered by that, so I guess we're safe to proceed for the moment.
I would like to kind of look around the room and see what I see.
The room that you're in?
No, the next room. To the
Gotcha.
south.
Yeah, so you are really just in a hallway, opening that door and walking out into there. Let me go ahead and erase this for you. Just give me the right size. There we go. Yeah, another, essentially an exact same hallway as on the northern side. Hello.
Anything to see there, Chalo?
It just looks like there's a couple stairwells to the right and left, and a drop off. Wait, there's a door. I want to take a step closer at this door.
It's like right here.
Gotcha. Which one? The eastern one or the? Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah. So as you essentially walk into this crumbled room here, you do notice the drop off that falls under the ruin side of the manor here. Most of the chambers collapsed. The wooden floor is just strewn with rubble, and there's just a foggy abyss that seems to fall back down to the crumbled side of the manor there.
Just a giant hole. And then I want to go back in the hallway. And you said there was a door over here too?
Yep, exactly.
Walk in this room.
Yeah. And as you open the door to this room, the roof over this part of the mansion is collapsed again, creating a 20-foot diameter gaping hole with broken rafters bisecting it. Dark storm clouds as you look out from this collapsed wall here. Just kind of rain and puddle, and again the same thing with the fog as well coming up from above. Just dark and stormy out in the distance.
Is that another door west of west?
West of west? No, this is just collapsed shit.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I think we've checked out the upstairs.
All right.
Perhaps we see if there's a basement before we leave.
Yes, for the moment it seems quite quiet, especially with those spiders having been dealt with. Wouldn't hurt to check it out.
It would seem that
Agreed.
Vladimir's area of contention is not with us, and as long as we don't stand in his way, he shouldn't be an issue.
Exactly. Awesome. So I take it we're going to head down the stairs in that case then.
Yep. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys are now back in the grand hall where you fought those spiders and things of that nature. You guys have pretty much cleared out most of this floor besides 2 rooms in that case. You can choose to go over there. We can just talk through them if you would like. If not, you have explored most of this outside of the mausoleum and what is not covered here.
Are there any indications that there's a lower floor or a basement to this place?
Yeah, so if you'll recall, you guys searched pretty much all of the bottom floor. There's no indication that there is like an undercroft or anything below this place.
Also,
Well,
Albert, this place is built on a mountain, so it'd be quite difficult to dig underneath.
It's just, I keep going back to my dream where I was in the center area of Ravenloft and it seemed like a basement, but or Angersvold. Perhaps that was an incorrect interpretation of the dream, but
Maybe it was the mausoleum.
there seems to be a couple other rooms here we have the option to explore, or the mausoleum.
As the mausoleum almost certainly will go underground.
Give me a second.
I know a few of you have a hard-on for the mausoleum, so do what you will.
I do love a good mausoleum journey.
The antithesis of so many other games.
Let's go into the mausoleum.
Nothing bad could happen.
Never.
Nothing bad, only good. Chalo ain't scared of shit, but if you think it's better to come back with the bones and then go to the mausoleum, I would listen.
That's pretty wise. Maybe we should get the bones first.
Honestly, that's the most intelligent thing we've ever heard of at a whole barbarian.
Impressive, Chalo.
Damn, you're thinking really, really hard over there, Chalo.
The thing is, there's so much I'm not saying, which kind of sucks. I like
You can
dumb
dumb way.
Be the
Just
dumbest
have to
smart
get
barbarian
creative.
ever.
Yeah.
Just got to do it the right way.
You can just, if you want to go to the mausoleum, talk about fighting something out there. Something.
You guys think big loot's in mausoleum?
Big loot.
Oh, big loot.
I know Chalo likes him some loot, especially the kind that talks to him.
Gentlemen, would we like to go to this mausoleum, or do we want to make our way up to the tower?
Well, seeing as it's a mausoleum, we're probably going to get in a fight.
I vote for the tower. I'd rather figure out what's going on up there. I've been curious about it since they shot at it.
To be honest, we're going to head to the mausoleum at some point. I think that the tower has actively something in it. We should probably investigate that.
I mean, not the tall tower. I mean the Rictavio's tower. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That's a long walk away, Albert. Might as well do what we can while we're here.
But we need to kind of make our way towards there.
I will say this about the tower at Argynvostholt. There is nothing that you can do with it right now. So I will give you that hint.
Saving us a whole session. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
Or a whole lot of needless damage as we try to fucking poke holes in it.
So
yeah, as you try to I figured things that you can't hit that are shooting at you would deter you a little bit, but
there's got to be a way in.
Piqued our interest, man.
Yeah.
So Rick, out of character, Rictavio or the mausoleum? Everybody, raise your hand now for mausoleum.
You see which hand I have up?
Bravo raises his hand.
Gotcha.
Bapef
So
says just to take a look at it, maybe not to linger.
Awesome. And actually,
Why not?
yeah, you can get up on the bottom floor.
If we only had a strong paladin with us.
Kind of sucks, doesn't it?
Damn.
Awesome. So you guys make your way out into this mausoleum, the cemetery first, right? Tucked behind the mansion in a shrouded cemetery. There's a 7-foot tall fence in this courtyard that you're in. There's broken graves, headstones everywhere. And this mausoleum peers up kind of out of the mist that is not too far from you. So is there anything that you would like to do in this graveyard?
Headstones, read them.
Read the headstones.
Yeah,
Awesome.
particularly
So
something that's like been, like if somebody's angry at somebody, they'll go and chisel their name out, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Yeah. So taking a look at some of these, go ahead and give me a
Literacy check.
perception check, Bapef, if you're gonna take a look at these. 16. Awesome. So as you approach the graves, the mist starts to unfurl around these headstones as you approach closer. As you continue taking step after step towards it, you begin to notice that in these gravestones or just below them, right, that there's been 5 graves that have been dug up in that case. As you get closer, even still, you see that one of the corpses are missing. There's no sight of anything that has broken through the gates or anything like that. As you take a look at the headstones themselves, they're so weather worn and old that you can't make out anything. Just that there was indentations of text there at one point.
I turn to the party. It appears as though some of these graves have been disturbed and one of the corpses is missing.
And as you continue to take a look, you suddenly feel like there's someone watching you. And then you quickly turn your head and look back up to the bedroom that you were up in, the 3rd floor. And you see the shadow of a well-dressed man with a thick mane observe you from that high tower. And then he draws the curtain and he disappears.
Bapef is now visibly a little freaked out and is going to rejoin, or at least start heading back to rejoin the party. I saw something in the windows, and it was very creepy and ominous.
Which window was it?
It was the window and... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Was it the room that we
Your
were
job.
staying in?
Yeah, not the room that you were staying in. The one above that. Where the painting was.
Oh. From the room down the hall from where we were sleeping. The one with the painting on the other side of the house.
Did it look like Vladimir?
It looked like a well-dressed man. Wasn't raggedy like Vladimir.
You don't suppose he's okay with us poking around down here then, I guess. He's watching us.
Something about that empty grave makes me wonder if that might be him in some form.
One of the revenants.
I'd like to take a closer look. How far away, when I walked up to the graves, was everybody right behind me?
I mean, they just saw you walk up to these graves, so let's go ahead and do this real quick just to kind of give you a sense.
So I want to head back there and look at the grave that was emptied.
Yes.
Okay.
The party was here, and you walked down into the little courtyard.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't want to risk going out of eye
just to the left of that.
Yeah, it was over here, but at the very top. Yeah.
And we never made it to that level.
Yeah, you guys did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we saw the painting.
Oh, yes, the painting.
Making sure that I'm keeping eye contact with the window that I just saw the figure in. I want to head to the grave that was missing its corpse.
Cool. What do you want to do with that grave?
I want to inspect it. I want to see if it was dug out or was crawled out of.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
And Albert would like to fly Silver into the monastery, while for the first time just putting his hand on Elza's shoulder as I bamf into Silver.
Bapef, as you begin to inspect the empty graves here, specifically the one without the bones, you notice that it looks like there's claw marks coming out the side of the grave here. It looks like something had crawled out of it, not the other way around. Would you like to investigate it further?
What does the headstone say?
Yeah, I was gonna go for the headstone, but
same thing with the headstones as the other ones. They're so worn down and just beat. The only thing that you could possibly tell from these headstones is maybe someone shattered them, but they could just be that old. You can't really make the delineation.
Seeing as this has been crawled out of, I want to see if anything got left behind, because a grave robber probably would have taken everything.
And how are you going to do that?
I am going to very gingerly, while staring at the window up at the top of the tower, brush my hands and not looking at my hands, but looking at the window, brush my hands against the dirt.
Just lightly brushing your hands against the dirt.
Yeah. Well, I'm digging my fingers in, and I'm anxiously looking at the window, waiting for something, and then progressively digging a little bit more intently.
Okay, cool. Give me, go ahead and give me another investigation here. All right. So as you look up at this window, you begin to scratch at the dirt and pulling things aside. You think you see the curtain move ever so just ever so slightly, but nothing comes from it. You just keep digging, and you can't quite feel anything on your hands, just rock and loose soil.
Having seen the curtain wave a little bit, I lean back to the party and I'm like, I can't help but feel that there might be something in this. Would anybody like to help me check it out?
I'll join you.
Awesome. Go ahead, Elzeiros, and give me a investigation check as you start to dig in this fucking grave.
Not great. 11.
11. All right, but go ahead and roll that with advantage since E Bapef's helping you. Give me another roll.
Come on, dice. There we go, nat 20.
Awesome, cool. So as you begin digging into this grave, your fingernails hit a small wooden box, and you begin to wipe the dirt aside. And it's a little 12 by 12 box, we'll say, or 12 by 12 by length width height, by we'll say 6.
Nice find, Els. I'm gonna keep looking at this window. You check out the box.
E Bapef, as you look up there, give me a perception check.
23.
Awesome. Yeah, you don't notice this window moving at all. Like your eyes must have deceived you the first or the second time. You can't quite tell. You're really starting to question what you actually saw up above you. And Els, what are you going to do with that box?
I'm going to ask the wizard. I trust him in the matters of magic.
Oh, so how do we want to play this out? Because I was going to have my hand on L's flying silver down the thing. Am I here, or has that happened yet, or not?
We'll say that hasn't happened just yet.
I would like to do an arcane check on the box quickly.
Cool. How does what are you trying to feel for here with this Arcana check?
Primarily that it's not evil and or trapped.
Well, you can't really do that with an Arcana check, but roll the dice. Let's see what happens.
I'm going to lean over to Albert because I'm right next to him and
Let
be like...
me see if it's exuding any arcane energy at all. Is that better for
all right,
Arcana check?
there we
okay,
go.
Yes. Okay. What does a 25 do?
Yeah, so as you pick up this box, it just feels mundane as shit, the box itself. Within the box, you feel little bits of weave inside of it.
Albert, I couldn't help but thinking that whatever I saw might have been trying to tell me to find this. It might not be so bad.
There is a slight hint of arcane energy within inside the box. It does not seem to be sealed in any way, but I didn't check for physical traps at all. But it at least is not feeling super evil or super powerful.
Well, we have somebody that's already got a bit of a thing going on and is noticeably very tough. Chalo. Would you like to open a box?
Give me the damn box. Can I punch your pansy?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
All right. I want to take the
Awesome.
box. I want to take. All right. I'm going to open it. So if you're afraid, get back. I'm gonna
Stand behind Chalo.
I hide behind Chalo's strong left arm.
I hide behind his right
I
arm.
want to slowly open
You
the
guys
box.
both tower over Chalo, by the way. So you're
I
not
know
really
that's what makes it.
hiding
That's what
behind
makes it
anything.
fucking great.
Awesome.
Open
Chalo, you opened the box. Within the box, you find 4 vials with this syrupy liquid. You can't quite ascertain what the liquid reminds you of. You just know that it's liquid and it looks kind of viscous, or excuse me, let me put this into barbarian terms, sludgy, or maybe mud-like.
She thick.
Well, shoot. Wasn't anything good, guys. Just 4 bottles or vials of just some random liquid.
Hold on, Chalo. That might be a good thing.
Boy, Chalo, good job.
Some liquids are very...
Is it
As-
alcohol?
Can I
Drink it.
Would you allow me to look at them, Chalo?
Here you go.
I check out the vials.
Awesome. Go ahead and you guys don't have fucking. There is no like alchemy check in Dungeons and Dragons.
Investigation. If I would, I don't know. There's no alchemy check.
I think I have an alchemy kit.
You could do medicine. It would suck for me if you did that, but you could do it.
Yeah, let's do medicine.
Okay. Nat 20.
Oh, that's fucking great. Um, all right. So as you look over these vials, your eyes widen ever so slightly. You've actually found something. You've got something that might actually help you on your journey here. You realize that these are 4 potions of invulnerability. And you make out that by looking at the liquid itself, and it looks like it's liquefied iron in that case.
Chalo, this is much more than sludge, my friend.
What is it?
I don't know if any of you are familiar with the alchemical department of things. These appear to be potions of invulnerability.
What a find.
No such thing. Nonsense.
Well, no. Magic realms can do very many things, as can the alchemic realms. It doesn't last forever, obviously, and I'm not sure actually how long these would last. But
1 minute.
1 minute. They would give you about 1 minute of just complete invulnerability.
That's quite useful, Albert.
We're
You
gonna
know what
need
that makes me think of? A certain tower with some archers in it.
This is fucking crazy.
If you remember, the GM said we can't fucking do anything with that tower.
That's before we got potions of invulnerability.
These may be helpful for the big bad end game boss guy.
Yeah.
How funny if we did, though.
No fucking reason.
Just drinks them for no reason, wastes the shit out of them.
Well, gentlemen, if you don't mind, I would definitely like to take one of these to have on myself, break class in case of emergency.
Yeah, that would be very useful, and maybe our paladin should have one in case we fall in battle.
I mean, we could just load up the small angry man with him and chuck him at whatever we want dead.
I like the sound of that.
That's 4 minutes. That's a
4
long
minutes
time.
of unkillable raging barbarian.
Let's do it. That's the best.
Well, here,
So if you look at the potions themselves, it just gives you resistance to all damage. You're not completely invulnerable. So
okay, so you're just halving damage. Okay.
yeah, exactly. Which Chalo pretty much already fucking does, except for psychic damage.
So no use for the barb. So I'll take one. Els take one. Blake take one. E Bapef take one. And then Muurujin misses out because he's A paladin, and B has been
He's
late.
not even here.
Yep. So you each get 1 potion of invulnerability.
That is fair.
Wow, good find, you guys. This is the first bit of anything we've really been able to salvage other than the book.
Keep talking. I'm doing something.
Finally, some good luck
Albert,
has gone away.
Albert, I can't help but wonder, maybe there's some kind of benevolence in this area. That shadow I saw that got me to keep digging here, it seems as though it crawled itself out of there.
Who from this castle would have wanted us to help us?
Well, it would seem that all of them hate Strahd, some to different variations. Some would rather him be cleansed and taken out of this land, and some would prefer he remains here to suffer. But if I had to take a guess on your mysterious person, it's probably somebody that wants the cleansing of the land, or at least putting this place to rest.
Perhaps
Who
an
was in
old
that portrait
adventurer
there?
that came through here. Who knows? Whatever it is.
That does little to narrow it down from either end.
Yeah.
It's
Do you
hard to
lads
say.
remember what was in that giant portrait in the room that you saw him?
And the dragon swept over us, and they said that the dragon held a humanoid form. Perhaps what you saw was that humanoid form. Have we seen any iconography of Argynvostholt in human form?
Yeah, you have, but I don't think you were able to necessarily make it out.
Okay, damn it. What
Maybe it's
did this
pastrami.
person look like exactly?
He was dressed in very fine clothing. Is the best that I got to make out.
I
Gay
think he
apparel.
said thick hair. Did perhaps thick hair?
Not specifically, but it could have been possible. Granted, he was only there
It was
for a
thick
moment.
hair.
I
thick
know.
hair.
I was listening.
That's a good guess, Albert. Wow.
Well, I kind of remember seeing a picture, but I don't know. It would I would like to
Let's-
think that this person was helping us.
You know, we saw an image when we first walked in here in the middle of the house. Maybe that's what it is. If I take a look at it, I might be able to remember that.
Maybe it's his brother Sergey.
Wait a moment here and allow me to fly Silver down into the monastery, if you will.
Of course.
So it's a mausoleum, and it's
Mausoleum?
not very big.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's not deep?
big at all. Yeah,
Doesn't get deep?
it's
Okay.
literally like a. You wouldn't get any benefit. I'll just put it that way.
Okay, well, let's go look at this pictures of yours, Bapef.
Oh, are we going back upstairs?
No, to the honestly, on the way out, but back through the center of the house to take a look at
Gotcha.
the big painting in the middle of the.
So we're not looking at the monastery. Or the mausoleum. Mausoleum.
Which
goddamn
one
it.
is it? Goddamn it.
Mausoleum. It's a mausoleum.
I'm so confused.
Do I see anything on the outside face? It kind of looks like there's two dragons. Is there any verbiage?
Yeah, so there's two tarnished silver-plated gargoyles shaped like dragon wormlings. They're clinging to the stone-tiled roof and on the side there. An 8-foot-tall, 4-foot-wide white marble door set into the southwest wall is engraved with the name Argynvostholt on it.
Well, we can open this, but that would potentially piss people off. But we can see if any of his remains are there now while we're here.
When have we not pissed people off?
I believe this is where we're going to bring Argynvostholt's skull, if I may take a guess.
Mm-hmm. And I'm imagining it's going to be quick, fast, and in a hurry. So we might need to know where exactly to put it down.
Or just have the door open. So yeah, this door does look heavy though. I don't know if I'll be able to move it.
Let me try.
It's Chalo time.
Yeah, give me a strength check, Chalo. Awesome. So as you come up to this white marble door and begin to pull it open, that's you gave me an athletics check. Give me a strength check.
Strength. Just flat strength.
Flat strength check. How were you so weak? What the so you begin to pull on this white marble door, and it begins to budge, but not all the way.
What is your strength, dude? That can't be right.
Yeah, I know. I'm just really tanky.
That's why
will
he
say,
fucking
though-
used athletics, you motherfucker.
Well, you said athletics is made to push, pull, lift, or break objects, and I was pushing / pulling on something, right?
Buddy.
Yeah, but athletics uses an element of something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I say, you know what? Maybe I am strong enough to do this, and I do mage hand and try to open the door.
Your mage hand. What the? No, no.
I'm gonna wave Elzeiros and Bazzlo over. All right, let's give him a hand. That thing is huge. It's a big door.
It's really not. But go ahead, give me a
We're
strength check
stroking his ego, okay? We're being nice.
with advantage. All right, cool. So you swing this door open and dust rolls out from within the mausoleum, you see like 4 empty alcoves in each part of the walls here. There's some writing you can't quite make out. Does anybody speak Draconic or can read Draconic?
Nope.
Bapef
God
can.
damn it.
Oh no, wait, hold on.
God damn it.
I can speak
Fucking
weird
no.
languages,
Can.
but not this one.
Celestial, Dwarvish, Elvish.
How big is
Damn it,
this
Danny.
writing?
It's pretty big.
Perhaps, Albert, you can scribble it down, and we can show it to somebody else.
Like pretty big. How big?
Is it
Like,
under features and traits?
can I
What the
take
hell is
a?
it?
It's so if you look at your D&D Beyond sheet, bottom left should just be languages in purple.
Elvish, Goblin, Ogre?
Can I take like an etching of it if I put a piece of paper over it?
I think it's...
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
I want to take an etching of it to when our paladin friend comes back to cohesion.
Yeah. How many sheets of paper do you have?
All of them?
He's got-
All of them?
I assume he's got a book.
all of them. I have a spell book, so however many pieces are... Actually, I have the yellow spell book I got from the windmill. I would just like to... How many pages am I going to need for this?
I mean, if you're gonna like trace it, we'll say 4 pages or etch it. But if you want to just try to write it down, we can go with that.
I'll write it in the back of the yellow spell book.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and let's do.
See how well he can transpose it.
I think sleight of hand,
Sleight of
right?
hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
8.
Maybe you should give that to someone who writes lyrics for a living.
Albert's real-life character's handwriting is reflected on the pages.
Yeah, it just looks like shit. You can't even. Doesn't look anything like it.
He's like a doctor, just chicken scratch.
I can read it.
I guess that's all that matters.
There was
4
somebody
alcoves. What's in each one of the... Are there any bones in here? What's in the alcoves?
Mhm.
There's nothing in the alcoves at all. It's this place has been plundered and pillaged.
Yeah, but is this note legible?
No, it's not. His
Not-
note is not legible.
Albert, do you need some help maybe writing that down?
Can I take a look at Albert's note and compare it to the writing on the wall to see if it's
Absolutely.
compares?
It looks nothing like it.
Albert, perhaps I should take a crack at that. Practice my my writing skills.
Feel free.
I think the bard was gonna go first. We'll allow the bard to roll his sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a shot, lads. I start drawing with a full fist around my crayon.
We'll say you have legibly written it out. It looks much better than Albert's, and we'll say it'll be legible to someone who can read Draconic.
Haha, lads, not my finest work, but there you are.
Looks like we all need some practice. But
Indeed.
at least it's legible.
I'll be here all night. Alright, so I hand that over to Albert, and that's that.
Cool.
Well, shall we go
How
look
about
at
this
Bapef's
mausoleum?
picture to see if we can find any semblance of who perhaps was spying on him?
We can go check out the portrait again if you want.
Or shall we head straight to Rictavio's tower?
It should be on the way. We gotta walk through the building to get out.
We could always walk around the building.
Yeah, I'd say we take one more look at that, maybe. Just kind of interested to see who may have been watching us. Maybe we missed something in that room.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Awesome. So
Bapef
you guys
starts
are going
heading to
back
the-
into like the main entrance, the foyer, if you will.
Yeah, like right through the front door.
Awesome.
Wasn't that guy watching us from the 3rd level, though, where the portrait was?
It was, but I have a feeling that it might be somebody that's passed on. Glimmer of that person.
Yeah, so you guys are back into here. So you guys walk back into the foyer. The room feels like a king's tomb. There's these giant staircases that lead up to the second floor, and they're held by stone pillars and arches. And you take a look around, and you see these faded tapestries depicting different noblemen in silver armor. They're quite tattered in that case, but you do have some pictures of noblemen in here.
Yeah, I want to take beings as their noblemen. I want to see if any of the clothing matches what I remember seeing.
Yeah, go ahead and let's do a history check, I guess.
Gosh, no short-term memory.
Oh my God.
Yeah, E Bapef, as you are kind of exploring this in this case, you can't discern if they looked like the man in the window or if they didn't look like the man in the window. They're just all different pictures of noblemen. You think they look mighty fancy, though.
It could be one of these. I can't quite tell. I didn't get such a good look at him.
I would guess that maybe when we restored that painting, remember we felt a small magical indication on there. Maybe the spirit of someone is tied to that and was brought back.
Or at least part of it, because I believe spirits can't leave here, right?
Hard to say exactly, but it seems that they're trapped here.
Could have been Radin, could have been Pastrani, could have been anyone.
Pastrani?
Pastrani, isn't the guy who saved Strahd during that fight that... Well, I guess that was Strahd's forces. Disregard.
Bastani?
Bastani?
Oh, I thought it was Pastrani. My bad.
The Bastani are a group of people, though.
Yeah, that's the gypsy people.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I write that down as the guy who saved Strahd?
Because they
Because
did
he
save
was
him.
a gypsy person.
Oh,
that
it was the
saved
people.
Strahd.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
did, yeah.
Well, whatever it was that I saw, I believe it was leading me to those potions, so I'm not too concerned about it sneaking up on us or something.
Well,
the
shall
ghost.
we make it to Rictavio's tower then? Are we done here?
I think we're done.
At
Okay,
least for
so
now.
yeah.
Go ahead and give me a perception check, Albert, as you say those words.
6.
Thanks. Awesome.
I'd like to use lucky before you get the words out. Let me use lucky real quick. 13. That's way better.
Yeah, I'm way better. So as you guys are all speaking out loud, you imperceptibly, or just barely hear something coming from the outside. You can't quite make it out what the sound is, but something is happening, or not happening, but there's something outside that you can't really make out. So you just kind of let it go.
Is it towards the front or is it towards the back?
Towards the doors, to the front of the manor.
I look to the party. Shh, 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 shh. And I signal for them to go to one of these alcoves and hide out real quick.
Peep out
Kind
the
of
window.
peer out the window. Come with me. Come with me.
I said you couldn't really hear anything of danger in that case,
Oh.
buddy. I'm sorry.
I thought you said I heard something, but couldn't.
You
place
heard
it.
something, but not like anything that is menacing or
Must
hurtful
have
to
been the
you.
birds.
Here you go.
Well, let's fucking go. I know the coast is clear. Chalo, lead the way.
Awesome. So as you are about to open the doors here, in this case, you see a young woman who seems to be dressed like the Vistani come running towards you all here, and she just seems out of breath. She bursts past you, Chalo, and runs deeper into the manor here. Behind her, though, you see 3 people, 2 riding upon dire wolves and 1 riding upon a horse. They jump down off of their mounts here, and yes, they are riding dire wolves. And you hear one of them, gaily dressed, yell out, "We're gonna get you, you thief!" And with that, you're really confronted here by 3 people and a dire wolf, or 2 dire wolves.
Dick, I want to grab my blood spear and I'm gonna chuck it at the assassin.
Okay, well,
But
that's not
before
really
that-
an
No,
assassin. Yeah. That's the. let's relax a little bit here.
Hey, barbarian.
Chasing a thief.
Jesus Christ.
I see bad guys, I'm killing bad guys.
Hey, let him do it. Let the man cook.
I mean, if you,
That is character.
it's
Hey,
a
I'm
little
all-
bit meta. We'll say with the assassin, but if you want to go ahead and let her rip, go for it.
Okay, well, sure. I'll just do. Is there one that seems to be the leader?
The one that seems to be the leader is the one you want to, I guess, throw the thing at here.
Yes.
I hope you miss. Jesus Christ.
I hope he doesn't at this point. It's going to piss him off. That gypsy was kind of hot, lads. Where'd you go?
Yeah, that's the one I want to target.
She
The
ran
hot
past
gypsy
you.
that-
Huh?
The hot gypsy?
The female token. It's already ran past us.
Yeah, she's gone, bro.
No. She's in the She's in the manor, though.
Look,
Oh,
just
so you're-
because you've been in here so long, you haven't seen a woman.
Wait,
Yeah,
she was
relax.
obviously running away from someone, which I'm
But she-
assuming is these guys in front of me right now.
Oh,
Yes.
so you're throwing
So
spirits
are
at
you
him.
going to throw your spear at them?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Let her rip, buddy.
I hope you crit and fucking go insane.
We'll just say the guy in the middle.
The guy in the middle. You're just all right. Cool.
Fucking Christ.
Let's see here. Refresh. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and the fuck. Okay. Why is this being fucking stupid? All right, go ahead and give me some initiative rolls.
Aw, I thought you were gonna give us a chance by not making us roll them.
No, he fucking threw a spear.
I know. I was like, he hasn't made us roll
Follow.
initiative yet. Maybe.
Maybe they'll take that as a warning shot.
Yeah. We're just gonna murder someone we didn't know anything about. It's okay though. All right, cool.
He's playing his character though.
I guess. All right, Chalo. So we'll say. Let's say. Let's say. And we'll do. Okay, so as you chuck this spear at the Vistani here, it definitely hits it, and you automatically kill him. And yeah, so congratulations, I guess, but you just murdered somebody you didn't know, and we'll go ahead and take that into account when we're doing some spear things later. But
Hey,
good
buddy,
shot,
welcome to the club.
good throw.
Okay, never mind.
What?
I was gonna say we're all murdering people we don't know around here. Like, I don't know.
I guess. All right.
Perfect. And with that, it is. Is the Vistani's turn here? The assassin will say, "Cool, turn is first turn." Okay, perfect. So with that, the assassin's going to take his movement and just out of rage, he's going to go ahead and swing at you. And your AC 17, so he hits twice. And you are going to take... and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
11. Okay. So it's still going to half. So you are going to take 7 piercing damage, and then you're going to take 33 poison damage as he makes an attack and swings at you.
I have advantage on... Did I save, actually? Because if I saved, it doesn't matter.
No, you did not save.
Okay, I have advantage against poison effects while not raging.
Oh, yeah, you're not raging, so, yeah.
Yeah. Boom. 24.
So while not raging, you have...
Yeah, that's halfling resistance.
Okay, got it. Cool. So that's the first hit. The second hit. So you half the 33 and then half it again, I guess.
Okay.
Cool. And
the initial 7.
Yep. And again, yeah. So the second hit is 5 short sword damage, and I need another Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, against the same effect, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Let's go.
Awesome. So this one's 26.
So 13.
Perfect. How much total damage is that for you?
28.
28. Cool. And Albert, it is your turn here.
You kind of don't make it easy to fireball when you put me in this position.
Well, if your little friend might not have,
Yeah, I'm dealing with the situation the cards have dealt us. I would like to...
Wait, where are we on the map?
Where you guys are at?
Yeah.
Hit a refresh.
Oh, it was super zoomed out. I couldn't see anything. All right, got it.
I would like to... this kind of seems dumb. I would like to... Gonna use Tasha's hideous laughter on Chalo and tell the assassin to calm down. We didn't know what was happening.
Bro.
I don't think that's gonna work.
If you want to do it, I will allow you to do it. That is awesome.
I kind of want to try it. Yeah. Chalo, calm down. And I cast Tasha's hideous laughter. Chalo, I need a DC 15 wisdom.
Before we do this, Mike, can I talk to you down here?
What's up?
It's something. I just remembered something, and I gotta bring it up with you before we bring it up with the party.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah,
Why do we have to overcomplicate every fucking situation we get into? Dude, that spear's gonna fuck him up.
That's why he stopped using the sphere, and that's why Mike made it fucking kill that character. He's like, well, you gonna fucking act off the fucking cuff?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what his character would do. See some hostile thing.
Somebody was running away.
and somebody else said stop thief, and he
Killed
chucked his
them.
death spear at a fucking person, it's not going to come without repercussions.
Okay, we need a little RP spice.
We'll have to talk with Chalo about
Like,
things that you're
Chalo
allowed to
could've-
attack without thinking,
Yeah.
like
He
animals.
Tried
Need a
to
new
tackle the
safe word.
lady that was running upstairs. We could have tried to grab somebody.
He just fucking
Plus, the
pulls the trigger.
Vistani have been good to us thus
Literally.
far. They read
They
our
helped
fortune.
But Chalo's
helped
after
us.
that.
I will say, completely metagamey. They're one of the few factions that's like actively resisting Strahd.
Yeah,
Really?
and we just got put on their bad side.
Well, maybe there are no witnesses if there are no witnesses.
I mean,
true.
that's true too. But
Cut
if
off their
that's
heads
the
and their
case,
bodies
my
would lie.
play is not optimal for that.
All right, awesome. Go ahead and give me your roll for your Tashas if that's what you want to do.
That's a Geo roll. 15
Okay,
wisdom.
what do I need to do?
15 wisdom save.
So what we're gonna see is a fucking barbarian chuck a spear and kill a dude and start laughing super hard. That's
I don't know how this is gonna play out. You do
All
not
right.
save.
Oh my god.
You're prone and you're laughing uncontrollably.
Got it. Perfect. Uncontrollable laughter here, giggling, just rolling around on the floor. The Vistani looks quite confused, but
That's
at
my
this
bonus action. I just want to say, I'm sorry. He's a fucking lunatic. I'm sorry.
we'll go ahead and say that is your turn. It is Direwolf A's turn. He is going to bound up to here. Elzeiros, it is your turn.
I don't want to hurt Wolfie friend, and I don't want to murder these people.
Oh, when did you have a change of character?
Yeah, what the fuck?
He only
No,
wants to
I-
murder vampires.
He
Yeah,
has
vampire.
reasons. He had
Fire.
reasons. All right.
Okay.
He has a wolfies, and now he's an animal guy.
I'm gonna sheath my weapons and just walk forward
Okay.
and put my hands up, showing we mean no.
Okay.
How,
Cool.
how wide are these spaces? Can I actually make it past the assassin?
Yeah, I think you're good. So you're fine. Each one of those squares is 20 across. So yeah, you're fine. I want you to give me a persuasion check here to maybe de-escalate this.
Persuasion. I'm not so good at that. I am very much not good at that.
Important. Nat 20.
Okay, cool. So Elzeiros walks out and has a crazy and it should be before the roll, but we'll let it happen.
I wasn't quick enough to say it. That's my bad.
You're good. Well, I get it. We're playing online, so you know. So Elzeiros walks out and he just has the most silver tongue ever for some ungodly reason. So tell me, Elzeiros, how does this happen, and how do you talk these people off the ledge?
You know what? We're gonna go with more honesty. Look, like we do kill people, but our barbarian friend is kind of taking that to an extreme. We kill bad people. I think you scared him. He's had a bad day. We fought some evil things in there, and then I think he assumed that he was having another flashback to some stuff we saw, and just chucked his spear on instinct, you know? So we kill bad people, but not good people, and he killed a good people, so we're sorry.
Not the most inspiring speech on its face, but the dice don't lie. So at this moment, the direwolf seems to back off. The Vistani assassin sheathes his one of his short swords, keeps the other in hand, and begins to look at you all. But they all do draw closer, pace forward.
Can I, while we're in the heat of him explaining that, at least attempt to sneak away before they actually get a good look at me?
sneak away. Give me a stealth check with disadvantage, we'll say.
I already have disadvantage because I'm not a stealth
Okay.
guy and I'm wearing that armor.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, this is if you want it to happen, I'll give you the chance. We will say, you roll twice, buddy.
Again.
Yeah.
All right, that's not good.
All right. Yes. So even in your try, you can step 10 feet back, but these doors are wide open. They can see pretty much everybody here at this point. They decipher that there is some magic user behind a corner here because of Chalo's giggling and laughter. But all right, the situation has been soothed for now. What's the next point in this?
How long does the Tasha's last?
1 minute.
And
You
does
get a
it-
save every 6 seconds.
Okay. And does the Tasha's negate the thing that we talked about, Mike?
Fuck. Give me a D100. Just roll a D100, buddy.
Okay.
Okay. So in this case, we will say that it does negate it for now.
It does negate it. Okay.
Yep. So, seconds passing here by rapidly. Chalo's giggling subsides ever so slightly here. So again, the Vistani here in front of you are essentially waiting for your explanation here.
Pop out. Hello. I'm sorry, my friend got out of control. We truly did not mean no harm, but we have been very on edge since reaching this place.
You fools! You let her escape as well. We were just trying to capture a horse thief.
I apologize. If you would like, we could try to help you find them.
Go ahead and give me persuasion check there, buddy. Awesome.
Gentlemen, you killed one of my men. What do you expect me to do? Just take your your help here? I think we must discuss a price here for the dead.
I do not know what we could pay you in other than our help. Perhaps we have spoken to your card reader before. She's the one that led us to this place.
Madam Eva, she's not of my clan.
I apologize. Are you? Is there anything what would settle the score? We are very apologetic. You could take Chalo.
You can take him.
So, with that, we can take Chalo. You do start to see the other Vistani walk here forward. If you guys want to position your stuff around, you absolutely can. The dire wolves are sitting here at the edge of the steps, sitting down. So if you want to move your character tokens into a position, I will allow you to do it. Chalo, you are not, giggling your ass off anymore.
Chalo, just remain cool, buddy. It's gonna be okay. How is Chalo looking after his Tasha's?
I mean, Chalo's looking after his Tasha's. He's looking, quite angry, but he's also looking like the assassin knows exactly what he's doing as well. We'll put it that way.
And with that, I'm also going to say that before you casted Tasha's on me, which is probably the best thing that could have happened in that case, after
No.
hit,
You save that,
Okay,
buddy.
okay,
Just
okay.
save that.
Okay. I'm gonna walk down here and grab my spear from the dead body and just come back up here.
Cool. Awesome. So this individual is quite angry. You recognize him as a Vistani. Right now, the tensions have been calmed, even though he's not really taking your persuasion here, Albert. Bapef, Bazzlo, Els, is there anything you guys would like to try to do here or say here?
I've said my piece.
Yeah, I'm gonna step up. I really do apologize, gentlemen. The Chalo's, we've seen some pretty crazy stuff in this building. Are you familiar with the area?
Yes, this place is typically off limits. A couple of days ago, though, we sent one of our own here looking for a lost little girl. Have you perchance seen a dusk elf?
Not myself, no.
Wait, where have you looked already?
We've looked around the surrounding area, and now we've just chased this horse thief, and I have no idea where she's gone. This place is forsaken and cursed.
It did seem that way.
It is absolutely.
What was up with this dusk elf?
He came here looking for a lost little girl from our clan. We have a camp just outside of Valaki here.
We may have met maybe a farmer of your camp? Did he go looking for a weapon under a tree? I swear his daughter was missing and he wanted to get them from the wolf people?
No, it's just... What? The wolf people? What are you speaking of? No, there's been no lycanthropes that I know of.
Okay, don't have to be rude about it. We're trying to help find a little girl.
You just killed one of my men!
Not me.
As I said, if you need to take Chalo as payment, that is
man.
completely fine.
Listen, man. Yeah. My bad. I'm sorry for your killing your guy. But listen, we're on a time crunch right now, and we don't have time for talking. So, what do you want from us?
I mean, I would like recompense, money, at the very least.
Bapef pulls acorns out of his pocket.
I'm just gonna gently put my hand on Pentros and so no, right now, buddy.
Oh.
I don't know if you're in a position to bargain.
I have arrows. They go for like 20 gold apiece in town.
We can fletch our own arrows. We're very self-sufficient. Look, gentlemen, you actually all look quite familiar.
Well, we
Or
haven't been here
look at
long.
these people. They're not the motherfuckers that recruited us to Strahd's Chamber of Misery, are they?
Give me a perception check.
22.
As you look over clearly the leader here, you begin to get an icy shiver down your spine. You recognize the clothes. You recognize the ears as well. You've definitely met this man before you came into Barovia.
I cast Fireball.
Yes.
It's like, you know what? You look
Unfortunately,
familiar.
Elzeiros, you're in the middle of it.
That's fine. Do it.
But as soon as I recognize that these are the assholes that fucking let us in here, I cast Fireball.
If you're gonna cast Fireball at this range, I'm not gonna let you just push it out over to the edge. You've got to cast it at point blank range, especially if you're gonna do a surprise.
Yeah, that's like
Circle.
palm
Let's
in
see what's
chest
fair.
range.
Do it.
Because you are built in with a wall behind you. You've got a Vistani in front of you. You've got Chalo to your right. You've got
I should
everybody.
be able to whip it right there, I think.
Let's go ahead and make this interesting. What type of dice roll would you like to make
To
this
see where
precision
you
fireball?
can, yeah.
Statistically speaking, it doesn't matter. What's my percentile? What do I need to know? I need to know the stakes.
All right.
I'll do a D100.
The D100. Okay, we'll say so 1 through 10 is it doesn't hit it so 1 through 10 it doesn't hit it. 20 or 11 through 20 it does hit it, and then we'll keep revolving that every point to the end of the dice. Does that make sense to you? So essentially every
Every
10,
other 10.
it's every other 10.
Hmm.
96. So the beginning of it.
That means I'm good.
It's
Yeah.
even.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
on.
Awesome.
with that, let's go ahead and let me restart this whole thing and then take out a
I
fucking
should have
bandit.
fucking trusted Chalo.
God damn it, dude.
You called it right away, too.
I was like, wait, is this the motherfucker that fucking led me here? It's like, nope, he needs to die.
That and we've already killed 2 of them. I just
Chalo,
realized.
You've
I
killed one of
apologize
them.
to you. I should have just let you go fucking ham.
My God.
All right, give me a roll
knew it.
here.
You want initiatives?
Everybody, give me some initiative here.
I get a chance to roll better.
Oh, hold on. Before you roll that initiative, I'm sorry. We're
Nope.
gonna.
I'll roll
Nope,
them.
you're taking my 19, you jerk.
I don't want mine.
Oh, too bad. The rest of the team has spoken here. And Bazzlo
Wild turn of
is
events.
6.
We're sorry. Wait, no, we're not.
Chalo is a 7. Elzeiros is a 22. All right, awesome. And our assassin friend here is going to. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and start. All right. So let's go ahead and roll that damage.
From you, I need 5 dex 15s. Or no, from
Okay.
you, I need 4
That's
dex saves.
Yeah, so
Elzeiros
50
and
is-
Chalo.
Yeah, so Elzeiros, Chalo, roll your dex.
Dex that you can
Yeah.
see what I did.
Okay.
Did I see you cast the spell?
No.
I would imagine you're facing Vistani, so up to Mike. You should be able to see me out of the side of your eye.
You just let a fireball rip. I'm sorry.
Okay, yep, absolutely fair. Hey,
Whatever. And
so Chalo does not save. Elzeiros saves. Whose damage you want first?
Okay, so the assassin, as you chuck this fireball, you see him just imperceptibly step out of the way and evades the fireball altogether. Just as a heads up,
Don't like
Bandit.
that at all.
No. Bandit is going to fail, so we'll just probably kill that thing. And then let's go for the dire wolves. Both the dire wolves save, so please go ahead and give me some damage though for the dire wolves.
So that's down to 13.
oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be so
That
bad.
is down to 17.
Okay.
Who do you want first, Els or Chalo?
Let's do Chalo first.
God damn it, this is gonna be bad. I just took over 20 damage. I'm gonna roll a d4 to you, and then I'll let you decide what you want to do with that.
And this is
Okay.
Els. And Els saved, so he's half. So Els, you're
Whoa.
13.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, cool. Well, we'll do that on your turn, Chalo.
And am I getting a full turn here, or I just get to action?
You'll get a full turn on your turn.
Gotcha.
You did a surprise round, so we'll give it to you. Elzeiros, it is your turn.
I'm gonna take a step back behind the assassin, and we're gonna stabby stab stab.
Okay, cool. You gonna mark first?
Yep, you know it. $18,
18 hits.
21 hits, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. 12, 8 plus. Do I need to roll the d6, or is he still alive?
He's still alive.
All right.
Do I have an understanding of the mechanic that he used uncanny dodge and therefore his reaction is cooked or no?
Yeah, it is. It's a his. It's a special trait for them.
Also, that's like meta asking about it.
Yeah.
He won't give it to him.
All right. Is that your turn?
It is indeed my turn.
All right. It is the assassin's turn. All right. Hasn't taken a turn. Can you hit the assassin? Okay, so it's not surprise. Okay, cool. So, the assassin here is going to go ahead and, man, whoever I do this to is gonna fucking hate me. But you ripped off the fireball, Albert. So I'm sorry. He's gonna go ahead and take us 2 swings at you with his short sword.
The math is mathin'.
Yeah.
One of the I cast shield as a bonus reaction, and one of his rolls is a 12.
Okay, so we'll take the lowest is a 12, and then 19 hits, if I'm not mistaken, or am I wrong
Not
there?
with shield. Shield puts me to 21 AC. That's my last first level spell slot.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna roll one of those with advantage. All right, cool. Let's see. All right, perfect. And then he is actually gonna go ahead and try to back off. And Chalo, with where you're at, you cannot take an attack of opportunity. Just as a heads up, I need an attack of opportunity from Els. Everybody, pretty much.
I just used my reaction for shield, so I'm not able to do one.
Okay, so Bazzlo, Bapef, Elzeiros. 11 misses, 19 hits. Bazzlo.
I miss.
9 misses. Okay, roll damage for the Goliath staff. 4. Okay. Is that your that's your turn? Okay, cool. He is going to go ahead and back away here. Never mind. He'll take the attack of opportunity in this case. Perfect. Bapef, it is your turn.
So he's staying right there?
Yep.
Okay. Now that I have space... I guess I really don't need to. I'm going to say, make sure that one doesn't get away. And I'm going to use sprint and start running towards where the girl was.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Cool. Yeah, each one of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each one of those is 20 across. So you just ran like.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I thought
So
they
you
were
should
10.
be like, yeah, no, they're each one of those. It is 10. So 10, 15, 20. So right there though. You're 35.
Yep. Or no, I'm 30, so I have 60 with dash.
Okay, so you use dash, so you're good. Where you were at.
On the
At
stairs?
The bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
Yep. Right at the bottom of the stairs. Okay, cool. And it is Direwolf B's turn. And he is going to just make a jump at Elzeiros here. And he is going to go ahead and take his advantage for pack tactics. Roll. Does an 18 hit? Yes.
Nope.
I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Sorry, what? You broke up.
I need a strength saving throw from you.
12.
Okay, awesome. So you are knocked prone and you take 10 damage.
All right.
Chalo, I will go ahead and re-roll that dice.
Okay. Did you see it?
I did. So you are going to tell me how this goes. What does everybody else see around?
So Chalo is red, and I'm not talking about like typical Chalo red. I've got there's blood dripping from my nose, from my mouth, from my ears. My even my eyes are blood red, and there's blood tears down my face. From what you can tell, there's no talking, reasoning, or doing anything with me, and I am basically not in control of myself. I grab my blood spear, and I'm definitely reckless at this point. And who am I targeting?
I messaged you.
Oh, okay. Oh. I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, the first person I lock eyes with is Bazzlo, and I sprint towards him and just start fucking going ham.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
why the bard? Why?
Oh boy.
oh god. Oh god. I'm so sorry.
Lucky.
You said lucky?
On a crit. Was that a crit?
They're not
20?
crits. They're just 21 to hits. Yeah.
Ben, do you see the message I sent you?
Okay, so unless you want to do lucky on one of those, where I hit you for 20 damage.
I'm definitely doing lucky on one of them. Gonna roll d20.
Do lucky on the first one, and you'll automatically succeed with the 5 because you get to pick the 1 out of 3 rolls.
Wait, I roll 3 times? I only roll once, right?
14.
If
so,
he has advantage and you use lucky, you get to pick out of the 3 dice which one you choose.
Oh yeah, so if you like click on the actual bubbles, there's 4 total rolls. So I guess you get to choose which one.
But you rolled a 7, so you, mathematically speaking, can use it on the second half and then reduce that 13 to nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 rolls. Only 2 rolls. You only rolled twice to hit.
They were all at advantage.
Oh.
But I'm assuming you want to do it on the first one, because if you do it on the first one, then I probably don't.
Yeah, first one for sure.
Okay.
That's 7 minus it.
So first one whiffs, and that was a 7. Second one hits for 13 damage.
13, okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
And there's murder in my eyes, Bazzlo. Be afraid.
I'm scared. I'm fucking scared.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, Chalo.
So how come Chalo got to go in front of me?
He didn't get to go in front of
It was
you.
a fireball.
No, the fireball was a special, I thought, and then we went into initiative, which I rolled.
Yes,
a 19
you got to go
towards
first, and then it was. Oh, you did get skipped. I'm sorry, buddy.
that. Okay. Well, Bazzlo, you got fucked up, bud.
It's fine.
Yeah, I think you would have got fucked up either way. Chalo, with that, you were no longer in a rage. Okay.
I realize what I have done, and I have just a face of horror and disgust.
Okay.
He sees
cool.
me, a sad-looking cat.
Albert, go ahead and go.
I'm gonna just take my step over here, just get a little bit away from fucking the crazy barbarian, and I will firebolt at the assassin.
Okay. Cool.
And that is a nat 20 to hit.
Cool.
For 23 damage.
Cool. Awesome. And that's your turn?
That's my turn, yep.
All right, awesome. Direwolf is going to bound forward here and make a bite at you, good sir. All right.
I'm no longer shielded, so I'm 16 AC again.
Gotcha. Yeah, he natural 20'd it, so.
Okay, that's gonna hurt.
Yep. And you take 18 damage, and I need a strength saving throw.
strength saving throw for nat 20.
Awesome, cool. Which nat 20 day. That was 3 nat 20s.
Dude,
Cool.
Albert is on fire right now.
Awesome. So with that, you take the damage, but you hold resolute as this thing bounds at you and takes a snap at you. Bazzlo.
I'm gonna swing around and crap. I don't think I can. I'm going to just take a swing at the Visani assassin.
Okay.
The 14 hit.
It did not hit.
I'll take a swing with my dagger. 15.
15 hits.
3 damage.
All right, cool. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Awesome. And Elzeiros, we are back to the top of the order.
All right. Well, I don't want to take an attack of op. You know what? We're going to stab this assassin again. Let's go all in on it. I'm going to pretend the barbarian was not targeting me. All right. For 21 damage.
Yep.
Plus.
And yep.
He's marked,
give
right?
it.
Yeah, hell I know.
Awesome. Is that your turn?
Will make my turn.
Awesome. So, oh man. All right. So it is the assassin's turn here. He is going to make one attack at Chalo. And Chalo, 17 hits, correct?
Beats. Yeah.
Okay. So you take 7 piercing damage, and I need a con saving throw.
Against poison.
Yep.
Yeah. And then
Cool.
Wow.
So so you take 7 or half of 7 and half of 10.
Ocho.
Right.
Oh, and so an extra. Okay, and then also he gets sneak attack at 1 time per round because he's got an ally within 5 feet. And then half of 19. So I think you are down.
I am
18 total.
not dead. I dropped to the floor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Cool. And that is 1 attack. Actually, he rolled twice. So that is his turn. And Albert, it is your turn.
Albert is on death's door. He's not looking good. So Chalo's down.
Yes.
So I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step over here. And then I'm gonna use my action to shoot a firebolt over top of Chalo's body at the assassin.
Cool. Let her rip.
18 to hit.
18 hits. How roll damage on it?
That's 15 damage.
Perfect. Yep. Go ahead and tell me how this individual dies.
This is the motherfucker that led us here, right?
Correct. Yes, it is.
You just see the fucking rage in Albert's eyes, and you almost see like fire sparkle off his eyes. That's how much the fucking weave is rolling through him. And he just pushes the last fire bolt out. Says, "Die, you bitch!" And yeah.
Perfect. Bapef, it is your turn.
Bapef on the first set of steps hears this crazy amount of commotion and goes, well, so much for that, and turns back around and sees Albert as he's running back, looking not too hot, and casts Healing Spirit at the 3rd level. This going. And that is 2d6 for 7 healing. I'm going to use my bonus action to move it up 30 feet. 1, 10, 15, 25, 30. And hit Bazzlo and... Oops, wrong dice.
Bazzlo is down.
So 9 on Chalo, 6 on Bazzlo, and I haven't seen Chalo because I was looking at the other way, and with the remainder of my turn I say, what the hell happened to Albert? That's my turn.
Perfect. And it is Dire Wolf B's turn. He is going to look at you, Elzeiros, and make a bite. And he misses. And Chalo, you are a go.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to hop back into my rage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start recklessly attacking this dire wolf next to me.
Cool. That definitely hits.
That hit.
That misses.
Alright, so just 1 for 10 damage.
Awesome.
And that's my turn.
Perfect. And it is Direwolf A's turn, and he is going to return the favor. And 18 hits. And 5 damage halved, and I need a strength saving throw from you. Awesome. And it is Bazzlo's turn.
Okay, just gonna bonus action heal Els for Smart. 10 healing for Els.
I am not going to tell you how badly I needed that.
10 health there, and then with my action, I'm going to I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on Direwolf B. Get away from my friend, you furry mutt.
Oh, and Bazzlo,
Wisdom
you
saving
get
throw.
the remainder of my spell
Oh.
for 12 healing, and then it disappears.
Oh. Thank you.
And you're not going to believe this, Bazzlo, but it actually hit.
Bonk. Love it. He's gonna take 3 brain damage.
All
Okay,
right.
insults.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Awesome. Albert, or excuse me, Elzeiros.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're going for the assassin.
Perfect. The assassin's dead. The assassin's gone. You're good.
Oh, well, we'll say that was for
Oh,
Direwolf B then. And we'll bonus action mark him.
Okay, cool. 10 misses, 15 hits.
I was about to say, I thought Albert killed him. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was prone 2 turns ago. I need to stand up.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're fine, man.
Mhm.
I don't think. Oh, I guess one thing would have had advantage on you. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
we'll say you take 5 damage from Direwolf B.
Okay.
Cool. So 21 hits.
8 plus D6.
This is pretty
Yeah. 14 damage.
nice. Is that your turn?
That is indeed my turn.
Albert.
Will you give me line of sight on B, or where do I need to go to get line of sight on B? I'm assuming these doors are still wide open.
I mean, the doors are wide open. I'll say you have to move a little bit up, and yep, there you go.
Here? Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and slick another firebolt at B
Perfect.
for 21 to hit
Yep, absolutely.
for 7 damage.
Awesome. Right on
And
the
that's
money.
my turn.
How does that direwolf die?
Albert's still in a rage and just fucking magic essence crackling around him, just shoots another firebolt in anger that directs the direwolf directly in the face, and he falls down.
Perfect. Bapef.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. What's the range on that? I'm gonna cast Shillelagh as a bonus action, and then touch Bazzlo and cast Cure Wounds.
Bazzlo.
Or I mean, Chalo. And cast Cure Wounds for 9 healing.
Chalo's like life flashing
I'm
in front
chilling.
of his eyes. Please help me, brother.
And that's my turn.
Awesome. And we are Chalo.
Sweet. I'm gonna keep just swinging at this wolf.
Hits. Hits. Cool. 9. 14. That is the
22.
second thing you have killed with this spear in this combat, as an FYI, and that is the end of the combat.
Okay. But I wasn't holding the spear for the first thing I killed.
You literally threw a spear at something.
But
They
does
threw
it still count, though, if it's not in my hand?
Yes,
I'm just
it
wondering.
still fucking counts.
Okay.
You just see Albert run up to this assassin, and though he's not very strong, he just continues pelting this assassin in the face and just punching him as hard as he can.
Well, seems like they weren't bad guys after all.
Wait, so not that I'm opposed, but why did we get very angry and start murdering everyone? Were we against that a moment ago?
You don't recognize this motherfucker?
I've seen a lot of people since I've come here.
This is the fucking asshole that tricked us into coming here.
Wait, what?
Look at him. And I stop punching him for a minute and let him see the face.
I will join in with the wizard and start kicking the corpse.
I'm gonna lead over to Chalo. Hey, I heard quite a commotion. What the hell happened? I was gonna go run and see the person that was running away, and then I had to turn around.
We should probably go find that person ASAP. And B, I can explain later.
I'm gonna need an apology.
I put my hand on Bazzlo's shoulder, and I look at him in the eyes and say, I am deeply, deeply sorry. And I wish I could tell you that's never going to happen again, but we got other things to attend to right now.
Well, you saw him chuck his spear at the stranger.
That might happen at any time.
Albert takes a break from beating up the assassin and looks at Chalo and is like, you need to get your shit together, bro.
But, Chalo, I will speak for myself. I can say, it's okay, I forgive you, because honestly, I'm kind of glad you plugged that guy with the spear earlier.
Yeah, these guys are not good people. They were obviously chasing whoever that was, and we probably should go talk to her.
These are the fuckers that let us in here. At least this one is. As I begin to rifle through their pockets.
How did I know that was coming?
Go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
I think the fellow I was murdered upstairs kind of was friends with these guys, so we were
Yeah.
bound to have some conflict.
I didn't want to
Safe to
throw it
clear
out
that.
there, but that was an elf, right, Elzeiros?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Why?
Because they were asking about an elf.
Oh. Well, yeah.
I'm a bit peeved by that, I have to say.
Well, good thing they don't know now.
I'd like to say hold off on killing people before figuring out why, but I don't think there's a point.
It seems to be working out pretty well for us, to be
That one,
honest.
it worked out, so I really can't tell anybody. to
Honestly,
not do it.
Chalo, in the future, do maybe a little restraint, but this I should not have stopped you.
Yeah.
We should have killed these guys on sight.
It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, nonetheless, let's go find this girl.
Yeah, I'll head with you, Chalo. Still a little curious and not 100% believing his, this won't happen again.
Albert's
Well,
just so mad he's
Albert,
I didn't say that.
you're good. I'm
I
doing
didn't-
some stuff for you.
Okay.
Actually, give
I
me an
might have-
investigation check.
Who?
Albert.
26.
Okay, cool.
Y'all RP as you go walking inside. Albert's just on fire, man.
Bapef, maybe you misheard me. I said I can't promise it won't happen again. I try my best to control it, but
Now, did that have to do with you, or was that your spear?
that was me. This is a problem I've had ever since I picked up fighting. It had nothing to do with my spear.
See. Well, that's good. Any way you can
Wait,
warn us before it
fighting
happens?
masters. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you can go ahead.
Your fighting masters didn't teach you restraint as the first lesson of your teachings?
Well, I don't know if you know much about our barbarians, but restraint isn't something we practice really.
I cannot say I've had the displeasure of meeting many.
Yeah, we kind of just go all out all the time. It works quite well most of the time, to be honest. But sometimes we can go too far, as I did a bit.
And Els, if you're there, you see just Albert looting this assassin, and out of the corner of your eyes, you think you glimpse a tear coming out of Albert's eye. In his fucking rage.
I'm not going to ask. I'm going to leave you to your emotions.
Awesome. And with that, I know we've got about 9 minutes left here, but we're going to go ahead and just pull it with the last 10 minutes. So, Albert, I sent you some loot. You three are chasing off Elzeiros. You're just watching this wizard fucking cry ever so slightly. And that will be the session for the night.